Please go subscribe to the Rumble channel for Franchise Sports TV under the name FSTV22. Now, I'm using that Rumble channel for any purposes of me getting kicked off YouTube and also for more of my spicier joints. It's free as well. I have the freedom to say whatever I want to say as well. So go subscribe to FSTV22. That is Franchise Sports TV 22 on Rumble. What up, YouTube? Franchise Sports TV back again, coming with you with another video. So, ever since the in-season tournament, the Bucks have been on a roll, on a small roll so far. Now, one can probably say they haven't really played anybody. They played right out of the in-season tournament break. The Chicago Bulls beating them in overtime twice in 2 weeks. They played the Bulls in overtime. And then they played the Pistons. Mollywopped the Pistons. Played the Pacers, where Giannis scored 64 points. A Bucks franchise high, beating out Michael Redd, who scored 55 points back in, I want to say, the 2006-2007 season. And then they say the Pistons, and then they played the Houston Rockets. So they pretty much been on the road. They beat the Houston Rockets tonight as well. But Giannis breaks another record. So previously, Kareem was the all-time rebounds leader for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's not anymore. Also, before I go in, prayers up to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think over the weekend he was at a concert and took a fall, and I think he fractured his hip. So prayers up to him for a speedy recovery. But Giannis tonight, or I should say last night, I always do that. Last night, he grabbed 17 rebounds along with 26 points to lead the Bucks to a 119 victory and 39 minutes on the floor. Giannis this year has been on the roll. He's always been the main one, but he really has stepped up his play this year. Like I said, he's been breaking records. He just recently got the 64-point record. Now he's got the rebound record as well for the Bucks all time. And also he got the game ball. The game ball was secured. It was secured, so don't worry about that. He was actually asked after the game, does he care? Now that he has pretty much, I think he has all the Bucks records, franchise records right now. They asked, does he really care about catching any NBA records? And there's one thing he said in the interview, post-game interview, and as always, Giannis, he wouldn't be honest if Giannis didn't say this, but he said chasing records, he feel like chasing records in the NBA, he feel like he wouldn't be the best player he possibly could be. Because he feel like he's spending more time and energy trying to chase a record than instead of trying to actually help the team win the gold, the main goal, the actual NBA Finals, not an in-season tournament or chasing an all-time record, NBA all-time record. And he just so happens to be in top 10 scoring all the time, so be it. But he's not really focused on chasing personal records or NBA records. More focused on winning as a team. So there it is. The man is unselfish, unlike a certain player that plays in the West. But we ain't gonna get into that. So Giannis becomes the all-time rebounds leader for the Milwaukee Bucks. As far as this game is concerned, now, let's say this. Giannis was not the high scorer for this game. It was actually Dame Lillard. Now, these two seem like they've been trading off. I like for the last couple of games up until let's say the Pacers game, Giannis has been. I wouldn't know the averages off the top of my head, but he's probably been averaging anywhere around 30 and up in the last few games, up leading up until let's say not even the Pacers game, leading up until the Pistons game. Like I said, last night, I should say, he had 26 points and 17 rebounds. I think he had a double double. I think recently he had a triple double. I forgot which game it was. But yeah, he had 26 points, 17 rebounds, 3 assists. Did have 6 turnovers, no blocks. Chris Middleton, 20 points. I think he had 14 in the fourth quarter alone in 29 minutes. But he went 7 for 15. 1 for 5 from 3. Yeah. Brook Lopez, 6 for 13. 18 points. Like I said, Damian Lillard has now stepped up his game the last 2 games. I think the other night, Saturday night against the Pistons, he had 33 points. Last night he had 39 points, went 11 for 19. Did miss a free throw as well, but he did have a double-double. 11 points and 5 rebounds. This Andre Jackson's been starting for the last couple of games. He had 9 points, but every time I've seen him play so far, he's been an energy on offense everywhere. What the Bucks probably need. Bobby Portis had 11. Bench production wasn't great. Lots of scoring wise, lots of donuts. But Pat Connaughton had 5 points, but the majority of their points came from the starters. The Bucks shot 50% from the field, 36% from the 3-point line. Not their best out in 3-point. It did 13 for 36 as well. Now look at these fouls. They shot 32 fouls compared to the Rockets 21. As for the Rockets, almost identical. They got more production out of their starters. Jabari Smith Jr. He had 16 points. Dylan Brooks 18. He was ejected because didn't agree with a call. It looked like Chris Middleton slightly touched him in the last waning seconds of this game. Call wasn't called. Dylan Brooks snapped. Got 2. I think he got a technical foul. I think he got 2 quick technical fouls. He's out of there. Along with Ime Udoka too, who took off for him. Sagoon had 20 points, 8 rebounds. Fred VanVleet, the high man for the Rockets, 22. Jalen Green, 16. Who is this? Is this Jermichael Green? Jeff Green. I don't know. Anyway, Jeff Green, 16 points, Easton 11, and that was pretty much it. The bench production. Aaron Holiday played in 13 minutes, 0 points, and Jason Tate, 19 minutes, no points. They got the Rockets did shoot 21 free throws. They were outmatched by the Bucks at the free throw line, but they was also outdone by the Bucks in the rebounding department. The Rockets had 31 rebounds compared to the Bucks 46 as well. But anyway, Bucks get the victory. They play the Rockets again in a couple of weeks in Houston. But that's pretty much it, other than Giannis getting the all-time rebound record for the Milwaukee Bucks. Other than that, the Bucks are on the road. They go 19-7 for the season, 14-2 at home, as the Rockets go 13-10. I do want to say this for the Bucks. For probably the last couple of weeks, I would say defensive-wise, they've improved a little. Who do they play next? They play the Spurs. That's who they play next. The Spurs in 2 days. So they get their first chance to see Victor Wembanyama at home. But going back to the defensive rating. They improved their defensive rating. I think their defense is at 119 right now. That would be 19th out of 30 teams in the league. So at least they're back in the top 20 in defense. They need to improve because those are rookie numbers right there. I think last year, not to sound too long-winded, but I think last year the defending champion Denver Nuggets were 15th in defense. So I always say the recipe to win a championship, have your offense at least top 10 in the league, which the Bucks are third, and at least have your defense somewhere at least in the top 20. Maybe higher, anywhere from 1 to 15. Right now the Bucks are at 19, so they must improve on that. So anyways, that's all I got to say.